I can't imagine being a black woman during these DEI times, getting online and giving a hot take. By the way, just so you know, we need to turn back DEI in Pilates as well. You know, the exercise that started in mother jail. Are you okay?
I do not.
No, you're not.
I'll touch that 5 for you. I do that 3-4 times again. I testify for you. By mati tu yeti busen. I do all of them around. Just get to do. I'm not. As long as you out here looking for me, I got it. Ooh, yeah, bitch.
What's up, y'all? It's your sister, Jessie Woo. Welcome back to Just Another Day. I need a theme song for Just Another Day. I need a theme song for this channel. But anyway, while I think about the theme song, make sure that you like this video, subscribe, so you can join Just Another Day. This is my vlogging lifestyle channel. This is my channel where I could be a fake influencer for y'all, okay? So, all right, y'all know what time it is. TikTok Tuesday, TikTok Tuesday, TikTok Tuesday. All right, so this week's TikTok Tuesday comes from a very familiar face. Now, a lot of y'all were introduced to Raven on TikTok for her Pilates, but this is how I was introduced to Raven.
I do not.
I do not. That's how I was introduced to Raven. I think she was on Love is Blind season 3. So, all right, y'all. She had this TikTok that went viral this past week, and we're going to be getting into it. You already know the drill. TikTok Tuesday, I'm going to be getting into a TikTok that went viral, and also we're going to be doing my makeup. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the TikTok.
This is going to be an extremely hot take for my Pilates girls. I've seen a lot of commentary surrounding Pilates and proximity to whiteness, as well as disrupting the Pilates space in order to create more diversity and inclusivity. As someone whose entire purpose of my business, my brand goals is about providing accessible and affordable Pilates to a diverse demographic of women. That is what I started all of this on, so let's talk about it. What are some words that you think about when you think of like a really nice designer brand? I think of legacy, think about craftsmanship. I know a lot of the products are probably like handmade. People check them over and over again to make sure the quality is there, okay? The design is there, and that's why we pay top dollar, we pay our top coins for these designer items, right? Like, you would never walk into Bottega and be like, where's the diversity? Where's the accessibility? Babe, there is no accessibility. This is Bottega, okay? I want you to think the same way about Pilates. And I know a lot of us who've just gotten into this, or maybe we're new instructors, we haven't been trained. Pilates is a legacy, okay? People have worked generations to preserve this method of exercise. Even just training an instructor classically through a good program takes 500 hours minimum, okay? Nothing about Pilates is giving cheap. That's why things like Legree and Solid Core are more successful, right? They took away a little bit of the craftsmanship of the reformer and turned it into a megaformer. Now hire a little bit less experience in training out of instructors. That's okay, because now more people can do it, all right? And just to be clear, I am all for the accessibility of Pilates, but I do want some of the Pilates newbies to think a little bit more critically before we come on here talking about, oh, okay.
So before I get into what Pilates by Raven said, let's get into my makeup, shall we? It ain't gonna be too long. I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. Let's just go step by step into how I achieved this makeup look. All right, let's get into this makeup. You know what time it is. Y'all know I love Pond's. It's good for my dry ass skin. It adds so much moisture back on it, right on it. And you already see the moisture and the color coming back to my face. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Black Girl sunscreen SPF 30 because I will be going outside in a little bit. You know, I used to think as a black skin, dark skin girly, I didn't need SPF, but actually it's really good for my skin and it protects me. I'm gonna go ahead and use my favorite primer. The Milk Primer is my favorite. It's sticky, it's moisturizing too. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this One Size foundation. I just started using this and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I am loving it. It's really, really like, it's even. It's not too much. It's not too heavy, but it's not too light. I'm gonna go ahead and use this RCMA powder. I like to use it on my eyebrows, especially when I'm about to do them. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use this NYX brow gel in the color dark brown, so I can go ahead and add color back to my brows. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the Magic Concealer from Juvia's Place. Y'all know Juvia's is my girl. Listen, I'm Team Juvia's. This is a Juvia's Place household, okay? She gonna get used up under these brows, okay? And these angle brushes I got from Amazon. I'll go ahead and put them in my LTK for y'all. This is the Born This Way concealer. I love her. I just love her. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Bobbi Brown liquid liner for my eyebrows, and I love this. I just love this product as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the in-between of my brows too, so my inner doesn't have like a harsh line. And while I was doing that, I was letting the concealer dry down, so I can go ahead and spread it out. Whew, y'all see that glow? Yes, God. I'm gonna go ahead and take some of the leftover foundation that's on my blush and blend that out. All right, Huda Beauty. This is their liquid blush, and I believe Coco. I'll go ahead and put that in my LTK as well. But I really, really like this liquid blush. I just feel like it's really expensive, so I don't know if I'm gonna buy it again. I'm probably gonna buy it again, but I just feel like it's really expensive. Laura Mercier translucent powder. Okay, she gonna do it for me every time. And I like to go back and forth between the white one and the honey one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Huda Beauty. This is the cinnamon powder. I feel like this is the bake, but honestly I use it to just set all over my face, and I know it looks crazy right now, but it honestly does even out perfectly into your skin once you just blend it out. Y'all see that? I'm gonna go ahead and use the One Size powder setting spray, and the way it melts, look at that melt. Like, I feel like it just melts everything into my skin so it doesn't look powdery. NYX Buttermilk Bronzer. I love it. I love that damn bronzer. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this bronzer from Juvia's Place, and I'm gonna use that like on my forehead, in my inner cheek, or like, I guess like, oh my God, look at that. Just look at that. Look at how even everything looks afterwards. I'm gonna use the Hazelnut powder foundation from Sephora, and I'm actually gonna use this. I'm gonna use this as my transition color under my brow. Do y'all remember when the YouTube girlies used to say that? This is my transition color. How come the YouTube girlies don't say that no more? This is my transition color. I'm gonna go ahead and use Sephora's Destination eyebrow palette, and I'm gonna use this light, very light, I feel like it's light khaki color on my lids. I really like that palette. I should have put this on first, but this is my P. Louise eyebrow base. I'm gonna actually put it on top of the eyeshadow. You shouldn't do that. Actually, you should put it before you use the eyeshadow, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the eyeshadow again on top of it so it's more even. But that's it once it's more even. So I'm gonna go into this Juvia's Place palette. I'll go ahead and link that into my LTK, but I'm using like, you know, a brown shade. It's not too dark, not too light, but it's a brown shade, and I'm gonna use that in the outer part of my eyes and then on my lower lash line, to add a little bit of depth to my lower lash line. And look at that. Okay, Lily lashes, Lily Galici. These lashes, I'm gonna link that too. But I am so in love with these lashes. I'm gonna use my lash curler to go ahead and just curl them. Just, you know, give them some shape, give them some form. Because, you know, sometimes they lose their shape. Star Glue, my favorite glue for my lashes. And y'all know, maybe it's Maybelline on the actual lashes. My natural lashes, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and put my fake lashes on by Lily motherfucking Galici. Yes, girl. How's she doing these days? I hope she's doing good, baby. These lashes are still lashing. Like, who has better lashes than Lily Galici? I don't know. If y'all know anybody, please let me know, because look at this. Look at this. The lashes be hitting. I'm going to go ahead and use this bronzer palette from Juvia's, and I'm going to kind of put that brown underneath my brows. And yes, I love this look. Oh, this is the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the LTK too. I believe it's there, but I'm gonna add it just in case. But I just love it. And then I'm gonna use the One Size setting spray again, the one that's like Kryolan. What happened to Kryolan? I feel like it's so hard to find now. I used to be able to find it on Amazon, and she's not there no more. What the hell happened? Y'all bought it all? I'm gonna go ahead and use my Urban Decay all-nighter too, because again, I'm going out. I'm going outside after this, so I need my makeup to last. Make it last forever. Yes, God. Okay, ColourPop lip liners. I'm gonna go ahead and use this dark brown, and to my surprise, this went on really good. I forgot about ColourPop. Do y'all be using ColourPop? I forgot about ColourPop. ColourPop got some things now. I really like ColourPop. I'm gonna go ahead and use Makeup by Mario. This was like a very light nudish pinkish color. I'm gonna put that in the LTK too. I just don't remember what the color was, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the LTK. But it goes on really, really smooth, really nice. And I'm gonna use my lip glass from MAC. I don't remember what color this is either, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the LTK for y'all. But you know what, MAC lip gloss, I feel like you can never go wrong. You can never go wrong. Look at this. Yeah, I feel like my face looked amazing, and this just gives like a, you know, like a soft glam, I guess you could say, a soft glam look for the day. Let me know what y'all think about this makeup look, child. And then now let's get into this TikTok Tuesday. Okay, let's play Pilates by Raven's TikTok once more, just in case you forgot what she said in it.
This is going to be an extremely hot take for my Pilates girls. I've seen a lot of commentary surrounding Pilates and proximity to whiteness, as well as disrupting the Pilates space in order to create more diversity and inclusivity. As someone whose entire purpose of my business, my brand goals is about providing accessible and affordable Pilates to a diverse demographic of women. That is what I started all of this on, so let's talk about it. What are some words that you think about when you think of like a really nice designer brand? I think of legacy, think about craftsmanship. I know a lot of the products are probably like handmade. People check them over and over again to make sure the quality is there, okay? The design is there, and that's why we pay top dollar, we pay our top coins for these designer items, right? Like, you would never walk into Bottega and be like, where's the diversity? Where's the accessibility? Babe, there is no accessibility. This is Bottega, okay? I want you to think the same way about Pilates. And I know a lot of us who've just gotten into this, or maybe we're new instructors, we haven't been trained. Pilates is a legacy, okay? People have worked generations to preserve this method of exercise. Even just training an instructor classically through a good program takes 500 hours minimum, okay? Nothing about Pilates is giving cheap. That's why things like Legree and Solid Core are more successful, right? They took away a little bit of the craftsmanship of the reformer and turned it into a megaformer. Now hire a little bit less experience in training out of instructors. That's okay, because now more people can do it, all right? And just to be clear, I am all for the accessibility of Pilates. But I do want some of the Pilates newbies to think a little bit more critically before we come on here talking about, okay.
Some of y'all gonna try to drag me for what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway because y'all can't beat my ass. One thing about it be them ones with the white mamas. Now, I might be wrong when it comes to Pilates by Raven, but something gives me she got a white mama. Because one thing about the exoticals with the white mamas, they gonna show you their proximity to blackness, they're gonna show you how unproximatedless they are. If that's a word, they're gonna show you how undetached from blackness they are and they want to be every now and then. And they're gonna do it unsolicitedly. Like, they're going to do it unsolicitedly. It be the ones with the white mamas, okay? Now, sometimes the one with the black mamas be acting the fuck up like Tamara Mowry, which I had to unfollow this past week because, girl, what? But anyway, that's another video that's another TikTok Tuesday. But y'all with the white mamas, y'all gonna show y'all ass every chance you get unsolicitedly because nobody asked you for this, Raven. And see, for those of y'all who follow me on my main channel, you know I be wearing this clip the fuck out.
I do not.
But see, now I see why. I see why SK was down there flying out white women. Because he was like, you know what? You're mixed, but it's giving white woman. I might as well go get me some pink fingers. Why am I over here dilly-dallying with your ass? Like, I might as well go get me a full blown. Because this is how you act. This is your viewpoint on things. Unsolicitedly, I'm gonna give a very hot take that nobody asked for. And I'm gonna tell y'all that Pilates is a legacy. Mind you, Pilates was started in a motherfucking prison. Pilates was started in a prison. Clink, clink, jail. C'est là, oui, Pilates, c'est comme c'est no prison, oui? No prison, oui? Clink, 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 clink. But Pilates is a legacy. A legacy for who? A legacy for who? And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know the whole history of Pilates. I just know, I remember like a year ago, probably like a little bit over a year ago, I watched a lot of like random documentaries, and there was a documentary that came on my timeline, and the person was explaining the whole how Pilates came about. So yeah, this was started in a prison, but white folks, and now you, a mixed girl who is just dying to have very close proximity to her whiteness, you're dying to gatekeep something that started in a prison, and you're gatekeeping it from blacks, fat folks, folks who can't afford it by comparing it to a Bottega bag. Are you okay? Mind you, the price of these handbags, honestly, it's not a flex. As somebody who does have designer bags, I'm here to tell you, it's not a motherfucking flex. It's not. Is it nice? Yes. Do I like my designer bags? Absolutely. But baby, I'm finna get me a Coach. Coach hate to see me coming, okay? Coach hate to see me coming. But some of you will be like, oh, that's a designer bag. But you know what I mean. When I say designer, I'm talking about what she's talking about. Bottega, right? Hermes, whatever, Chanel. Why are you comparing something that started in a prison? Why are you comparing something that started in a prison to luxury? That's the entire issue with Pilates now, is that you mix girlies, okay? Y'all hoes with the white mamas want to keep black folks away from an exercise that started in prison. Mind you, you're doing this in these socially economically times. You got Orange Man in the White House, okay? You got somebody making a neck sandwich out of Charlie Kirk, sending his ass to, we don't know where the hell he going, because it ain't home to glory, I'll tell you that. You're doing this at this point in time. You're not paying attention to where folks are economically, socially. You know why? Because your proximity to whiteness and your desire to gatekeep shit from black folks, from poor folks, from fat folks, from folks who don't look like you. That desire is so strong that you decided to hop your happy ass on TikTok and give us a hot take that nobody asked for. That nobody asked for. Imagine being so tone deaf to these socially, economically times, right? These DEI times, that you hop your happy ass on TikTok and you tell folks who follow you, because a lot of them are your Pilates customers, you get your happy ass on TikTok to let them know that diversity for what? Why are you coming to Pilates and asking us? Why are you coming to me asking me for diversity? During these DEI times, mind you, you have 300,000 black women who just lost their jobs because of these DEI turnovers. And here you are telling us as a black women's, because then later on in her apology, she's going to let us know that she's a black women's. Okay. I don't know what percentage of black she is, but okay. As a black woman, I could never see a black woman getting online and saying that. I could never see it. I'm not saying it's not possible, because I am seeing Nigerians online crying for Charlie Kirk, and that's a whole other TikTok Tuesday, child. But I can't imagine being a black woman during these DEI times, getting online and giving a hot take. By the way, just so you know, we need to turn back DEI in Pilates as well. You know, the exercise that started in motherfucking jail. Are you okay?
I do not.
No, you're not. I'm gonna need to see a DNA test, because there's no Raven. You sure you black? Because I don't know. Are you? Because I don't think so. I do not.
I do not.
Because there's no way as a black women's you would get online at this time. Like at this time. Maybe if there was already a discussion happening and you were talking about how, you know, the gentrification of Pilates has, you know, undermined diversity, that's a discussion that you could have, that you should have had, that you should be having. But there's no way as a black women's you would get online and say that bullshit, that dumbass shit that you just said. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I just still can't get over comparing an exercise that started in a prison, and the whole point of the makeup of this exercise was to give folks who did not have access, who literally did not have access to formidable health care, who did not have access to formidable, you know, exercises or trainers. The whole point of Pilates, literally, Pilates is a DEI movement. Literally, Pilates, the whole point of it is to serve diversity. That's the whole point. So basically, you're a Pilates instructor who trained for 500 hours, and you still don't know what the fuck you trained for. You still don't know the history. You still don't understand the makeup of what you're instructing. Are you that slow? Are you like, there's just no way you're that slow. Like, there's just no way. But while we're on the subject of Pilates, I want to talk about just my personal relationship to Pilates. I've never actually gone to a Pilates class. I've done Pilates from home. Like, I've watched like free videos. I haven't been consistent, but Recently I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and be consistent and watch Pilates from home, maybe purchase a reformer, but I think I'm gonna wait till I move to my next home to buy one, because in my next home I would love to have just a workout space where I could do that from home. But like when I first started Just Another Day, I was thinking to myself, okay, I really want to be an influencer. I really want to be an influencer, but I just don't have the consistency for that. And also I just don't feel like I have the look too. And please don't come in my comments saying, oh, Jessie, you know, I'm telling you that I genuinely feel I don't have the look for influencing, but that's a whole other video for another day. But anyway, I remember like thinking to myself, okay, what am I gonna show myself doing? The girlies are doing matchas and Pilates, right? I went and bought a matcha. That shit was fucking disgusting. So I was like, okay, the girls are liars. Then I went to go look up Pilates classes, and like the cheapest Pilates classes that I could find that were near me were like $55, $60. I think like there was one studio that I found that was like $35, but it was kind of questionable. Like trying to get in was kind of hard. And I just was like, damn, this is the price per class? Now I do Orange Fitness, and I go to Orange Fitness 2 to 3 times a week, and I have the unlimited membership, which is like $120 a month. So unlimited, $120 a month. That is what I pay. I think with tax it comes up to like $130 or something like that. But that's what I pay for Orange Fitness. And Orange Fitness, for those of you guys who don't know, it's high intensity workouts. So it's 30 minutes cardio, 30 minutes strength and training. And so, you know, it's not a dedicated class. Like, it's not just one-on-one with a trainer, but it's a class where you're in there with multiple people. And I like it. Like, it just keeps me motivated. I go in there, I do my workout, and I leave. I'm not gonna go pay $35 for a Pilates class. And mind you, like it felt the way that particular Pilates studio, it was giving, girl, you pay this fee, but looking at the schedule, it was hard to get in because everybody's trying to get in. I guess because it was on the low end, and you know, on the higher ends, I was seeing again like $60, $70. Like, it just gives capitalism to me. Because then also when you get in there, it's like the fancy makeup, the neutral colors, the pink and browns and all that. The way the fitness girlies, the influencer girlies have turned Pilates into this aesthetic that is only accessible to people who have money, I think it's just really ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So you're probably never gonna catch me in a Pilates class. And even when I'm filthy rich, which I hope to be one day, but even when I'm filthy rich, I'm just not gonna do it. You will find me at home. Like, I would rather pay $35 for a one-on-one like that. Like, $35, that's a one-on-one session for me. I'm not paying $35 to go to a Pilates class where I'm gonna be there with 20 other women. Absolutely not. Like, and for what? Just so we could take these selfies and pictures afterwards? And bitch, fuck that. It just gives capitalism, it gives exclusion, it gives aesthetic. Like, it doesn't give fitness for real. And that leads me to another point, which is like, we know economically, you know, these studios, these fitness regimens, the reason why they have the certain prices that they have is to keep black folks away. Okay, we know that there's an agenda to keep black folks and minorities unhealthy. Okay, there's food deserts, right? There's a reason why unhealthy food is so cheap and healthy food is more expensive, because we want to kill off black folks. We want to kill off folks that don't deserve to live because they're poor. And so this take, not only was it a poor take, it just she just wasn't thinking. She just wasn't thinking. And you're supposed to be a black woman. You're supposed to be like, it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Anyway, again, Pilates by Raven, by her account and the accounts of people who have taken her classes, you know, she does use her platform to make Pilates more accessible to, you know, to a more diverse crowd. But when you post a video like this, it just screams, I don't want to be Miss Diversity anymore. Like, roll back this DEI. I'm trying to make more money. Like, I'm trying to be like the other girlies who are making way more money than I am. There was even a girl, I think, she is in Philly, I believe. I saw a video floating around, and she's in Philly, and she was saying how she wanted to work with Pilates by Raven, but Pilates by Raven was trying to charge her $3,500 for one class. And, you know, it just screams, Raven wants to be one of the white girlies, okay? That her blackness, her proximity to blackness, which is, after seeing this tape, baby, it's really up for debate. It's really up for debate. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, it's up for debate. The proximity to blackness, she's just not, it's not giving. It's not translating into what she wants monetarily. Anyway, I would be remiss if I didn't include her apology. So let's go ahead and listen to her apology.
I want to address what I said in my previous video. Start by saying classism, elitism, or anything adding to the larger conversation of like exclusion in wellness or fitness is unacceptable. Hindsight is always 2020, and I see how my words contributed to that narrative. And even though that wasn't my intention, I know that intention doesn't erase impact. But my mission has always been to share my passion for Pilates and wellness with as many people as possible, specifically women. Like, I care about women, and everyone else too, but I really care about supporting women. If I made you feel like Pilates wasn't for you, I have literally failed at my entire mission and let y'all down. Honestly, being a Black instructor in this space is what motivates me to consistently perfect my craft, to make the best possible product that I can, and to try to get the Pilates word out there with as little barriers as possible. However, creating accessibility is about more than content. It's also about culture, words, nuance, actions, and I missed the mark. This is definitely not a woe is me video. I have always been collaborative, open to feedback. I want to have a conversation. Like, I'm an Aries. I love to shoot the shit. I want to be better. I want to serve my community better. And really, I just want better for this wellness space in general. And from some of the discourse that I'm seeing on here about my video, I really think that this could be the start of a positive and needle-moving conversation that hopefully can forge a new standard. I really believe we as women, as people of color, can create something better than what has existed before. And that was really the heart of my message. I thank you for holding me accountable and giving me the chance to gather feedback and move forward and go even harder. Let me reintroduce myself. My name's Raven. I teach Pilates and I provide free and affordable studio quality workouts. And I create brand new workouts every single week and I put them on YouTube for free. I'm also the founder of a Pilates community of women who work out from home. And it's so fun. My workouts are approachable for many levels and welcoming for everyone. And everything is free or well under $50. Before I go, I want to give a shout out to all of the Black and brown instructors that I found through this discourse. So put yourself out there in the comments. Let us know who you are. Let us know where your classes are. Let us know how we can support you and create even more community. I would love to continue this conversation, especially with other instructors of color, to keep making a change. So please make yourself known, tag yourself, and I'll see everyone else on the mat.
Now, here's my thing with the apology. It's like, bruh, you're not really owning the fact that you lent your voice to classism. You lent your voice to rolling back inclusion. Like, so when you're saying, oh, the conversations surrounding that are unacceptable, bitch, you are the conversation. Do you think you're not?
I do not.
You were the conversation. It was your conversation, girl. And I'm just like, girl, what were you, is she reading something? It just felt a little, I don't know. And then the whole being a Black instructor. In the words of fucking Daniva, are you black? You not black like this. Ooh, I'm ashy. But you not black like, you black like this. You not black like this, okay? You black like this. And you showed your black like this with the conversation that you were having. And I'm not saying, like, even me as a black woman, I'm not perfect. Like, I missed the mark. I missed the mark. We all have missed the mark, right? But when you come out of your body like that and basically say that we need to stop looking for diversity, that it's such a crazy statement to make, especially during these times. We need to stop looking for, like, especially during these Target boycott times. Like you're weird. It just so as a black woman, you're not aware of all these things that are taking place. You're not. You probably still shopping at Target. You're not boycotting the shit that we're out here talking about because you don't got to, because you know black. You black like this. You know black. You black like this. It just feels like she's reading, like watching the apology, it felt like she was reading a lot. Like there was something that she was reading on the side. And it's like, I don't know, sister. I just feel like a simple, hey, y'all are beating my ass, as you should, because I fucking missed the mark. I was dead ass wrong. I was dead ass wrong. Dead ass wrong. Like, attacking diversity at this time, although, yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but obviously that's what I did. I was dead ass wrong. I would never ever want to offend y'all, women, diverse women, women of color, black women. Like, put a name on it. Put a name on it. When you're talking about, yeah, culture, this, culture. What culture? What's your culture? What's your culture? What culture? I was dead ass wrong, y'all. Like, sometimes you just gotta come on the internet and be like, I fucked up. I was dead ass wrong. I was wrong, my bad. Like, that's not what I meant, but honestly, that's how it came out of me. And I was dead ass wrong. I'm sorry. Period. The whole Chat GPT read off, it's weird. It's fucking weird. I just feel like making a video where you say there's no accessibility to, I've used my platform for accessibility. It's girl, no. And then she tried to do this thing where now she wanted people to drop down their names, and if they're Pilates instructors, drop down your name and how we could support you. Girl, shut your ass up. You thought you ate that? Shut up. Girl, shut up. We do not accept that, okay? SK, do we accept that apology?
I do not.
Exactly. We do not. Anyway, child, I mean, listen, I hope she learns her lesson, and I hope that you guys who do support her still hold her feet to the fire and make sure that she is making room for diversity and accessibility. Learn from your mistake, do better, and move on. Okay? Anyway, y'all always have an easier time doing that to people who look like Raven versus people who look like me, baby. Let it have been a dark-skinned woman's getting online and saying what she said. I mean, y'all tearing her ass up. But still, like, imagine if it was a dark-skinned women's who got online and said the fuck shit she said. Oh my God. Oh my God. There will be no coming back from that. Anyway, drop that in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on today's
TikTok Tuesday, TikTok Tuesday, TikTok Tuesday, TikTok Tuesday.
Anyway, I hope I upload this on Tuesday, child. Y'all know how I do. Oh, lastly, what do we say for the look? I feel like it's giving, a little natural glow. A little natural glow. I got my Aaliyah face perfume over the weekend. I got some stuff from Diera. She got some new she got some new shades that dropped. So I think I'm gonna make like a life update video, because I do have some life updates that I want to talk to you about. So let me know if you guys want to see that. And me trying on the perfumes. Also, I got a whole bunch of perfume from Kayali that I didn't even realize I had. So drop that in the comments and let me know if you want me to do that. But anyway, All my products are in my LTK. It will be in the description box. So if you want to use them, go ahead and visit the links. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see y'all the next one.
I'll touch that 5 for you. I do that 3-4 times again. I testify for you. By money to yeti busen. I'll do all of them around. Just get to do. I'm not. Long as you out here looking for me, I got it.